Saints Now is sponsored by Mint Mobile. Our newest sponsor here at Chat Sports is offering you cell phone plans starting as low as $15 per month. With that, we get into some breaking news. The Saints are bringing back a familiar name. Kiko Alonso is going to be signing with the New Orleans Saints, one of the many Saints training camp storylines we are going to be talking about on today's show, which is why you should subscribe. We're the #1 channel on YouTube for Saints content. Go down if you're all about Who Dat Nation. So let's talk about some of these camp storylines. Number one being, is the defense set? Because this is a very big signing. The Saints bring in Kiko Alonso, who played for New Orleans in 2015. Ian Rapoport was the first to report it. Reunion. Former Saints linebacker Kiko Alonso worked out for New Orleans this morning and is expected to sign, source said. He hasn't played since 2019, but is in shape, and the Saints will take a shot given his familiarity with the team. Speaking of that 2019 season, here is what he did. 31 tackles, 13 games played, 3 tackles for loss after being traded from the Miami Dolphins. Jeremy Fowler reported this earlier this afternoon because when he said this, we knew an Alonso reunion was possible. He said the Saints worked out several veteran linebackers today, including Anthony Hitchens, John Bostic, and Kiko. Per sources, those three combined for 250-plus NFL starts. Alonso played for the Saints in 2019. So, Alonso, welcome back to New Orleans. Happy to have you back, and this is a really big signing for the Saints. We've talked about the Saints bringing in another linebacker, especially after Quan Alexander left. This is huge. I'm very excited that Alonso is back. The Saints traded away Alonso for Quan Alexander in 2020, and he was placed in the PUP list during the 2020 season, Alonso, so he actually hasn't played since 2019 with the Saints. He's back in the National Football League. Now go down and grade the signing. Type A, B, C, D, or F. It is the pinned comment on today's video. When ad break comes, go down, chime in. What do you think about the Alonso signing? I'm giving it an A-. Let's talk about Paulson Adebo, man. I mean, what a camp this guy is having. I mean, he's widely considered to be the MVP of training camp for the Saints so far. He's making play after play in camp, has defended Jarvis Landry, Hardy, Chris Olave, all very well, makes multiple great plays every day, and it feels like every time we read a story from Nick Underhill or whoever from the Times, we're starting to see them talk about Paulson Adebo in every single article, how well he has been playing at training camp. That is great to see. He's going to be really big for the Saints defense this year. Mike Triplett of ESPN reported this. Saints corner Bradley Roby said he was just telling Paulson Adebo how much this secondary reminds him of the Super Bowl secondary he was in with the Broncos and how he thinks their expectations should be just as high. I agree. I think there's a lot to be excited about this season. I think you can sense the vibe kind of going into the season with new head coach Dennis Allen. You have a lot of new players on this team, including Tyrann Mathieu, Jarvis Landry, Marcus May. I'm really excited to see what the Saints are going to do. Most importantly, Jameis Winston, he's back fully healthy. What is your 2022 record prediction? Go down in the comments section. Let me know. Man, I'm thinking like 10-7, 11-6. I definitely think this is a playoff team. And the offense is going to be really good. That's a reason that they are going to be a playoff team. You have Jameis back. You have Michael Thomas back. Forgot to mention him earlier. All the guys you're going to have back on this team this year. We're going to get into more about the offense in a second. First, I want to tell you about our friends at Mint Mobile because they are offering unlimited talking text. You're going to have high-speed data, a mobile hotspot. Most importantly, plans starting as low as $15 per month. We're all looking to save money right now with inflation. Mint Mobile is a great way to do that. $15 per month is the deal. That's how you get the deal. mintmobile.com/chatsports. Here are the reasons the offense is going to be outstanding. Jameis Winston, he's back healthy, and he's been looking really great at training camp. And I mentioned this in yesterday's video, but when you're looking at a quarterback coming off of an ACL tear, you want to look at their mobility. Jameis has been moving around the pocket very well, much better than I just did on Saints Now. Chris Olave living up to the hype. He's going to be awesome as a rookie. Michael Thomas being back. He'll be wide receiver one on this team. And I think there's clear chemistry between Jameis and some of the newer wide receivers on this team, like Landry, like Olave, and then Jameis Winston has really taken ownership. We saw him take the team to Miami a couple weeks back. Man, if I was a wide receiver and my new quarterback was taking me to Miami, I'd be all in on this guy. And I think the guys are all in. They're bought in on Jameis Winston. And I think Dennis Allen is as well. Here's what he said about Jameis. I think we're past the point where we're trying to have a maintenance plan on the knee. I think we're in a good spot there. I think it's really just about continuing to get better at the quarterback position. It's great I'm able to run around, said Jameis Winston. I'm being able to move in the pocket. I feel like I got faster, really just because the importance of focusing on different muscles. So I'm just working on the explosiveness on my left side, just jumping a little bit higher. A confirmation that Jameis recovered better from his knee surgery than I did my knee surgery. Jameis Winston's going to be balling out this year for the Saints. Question is Trevor Penning going to be balling out for the Saints? Because he has had some interesting training camp practices. He got kicked out of practice yesterday. It was his fourth fight. So a lot of concerns with Penning. And I think the question a lot of Saints fans are having, should we be worried? Again, removed from practice after his third fight in a row with teammates, fourth fight total. Now, this is what happened yesterday, said JT Gray. Just two competitive guys going at it, just giving extreme effort and going out there and holding the standard of Saints football. Dennis Allen said this: we don't have time for that. We've got to learn as a team how to compete and how to play and how to practice and push ourselves to the limit, but yet not take it over that edge. That coming from Saints head coach Dennis Allen talking about Penning. And I think, look, Penning is competitive. We knew that coming in. We knew that when he got drafted. But still, you have got to control your emotions, especially as a rookie when you're learning how to make it in the National Football League. Want to give some shout-outs to our new subscribers, Jordan DePena, D. Sparks, 365, Natso Carter, Saints fan, 132, Bucci, 495. We appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Welcome. If you're not subscribed, change that. Go down, subscribe, and type "Whodat" if you want a chance at a shout-out on a future show. We appreciate all of our subscribers, and I really appreciate Tyrann Mathieu, man. Look, I grew up a big Tiger fan, so seeing Tyrann Mathieu back in Louisiana playing for the Saints this time around is really, really special. Now, he missed the first week of camp because of a personal family matter. He is back. Not only is he back, we now know the jersey number he is going to be wearing this year. That is number 32. So we now have the jersey number for Tyrann. A lot of people were wondering what it was going to be. Was it going to be 32, 7? Now we know it is number 32 that Mathieu will be repping for the black and gold this season. Here's what he said about that. I think a lot of those guys want the best for me. They want me in great space. They want me healthy. They want my family doing well, because at the end of the day, all those things kind of benefit us at the end of the day. So I'm doing well. This group is doing well, says the Honey Badger. So it's really great to have him back, and I think that not only is he just incredibly talented, but he's also a locker room presence. He's already emerged as a leader on this football team in year one, so the team is a lot stronger with the Honey Badger back in the locker room. Type 32 if you're excited to have Tyrann Mathieu back. Go down to the comment section. That is his new number, spam 32. Type it as many times as you want down in the comment section. While you're down there, use hashtag Saints if you want to get on a mailbag. We've got a mailbag coming up. If you want to get on the show, use hashtag Saints to ask a question.